Good morning. Okay, yeah, we're live. All right, let's do this. CPI numbers came out. Market had a positive reaction. No sense of fighting this trend. It's long 2 micros. So yeah, I'm sizing down today. I mean, CPI news events can be kind of wild. So Plus, if I see probably gonna take a Dow trade too. Looking strong. Take off one right there. And we stop the break even. See if we can just let this run. And shorts getting burned right now. Take it off right there. Yeah, that was a nice trade. Yeah, I'm short MYM or YM. Short 4 on the personal account. I need more screens. I need more monitors. So, let's see. What's our target going to be? Nasdaq still rallying. So we're risking 57 bucks on this trade. So what's nice about trading micros. On the personal, I'm risking a lot more. There we go, this is a flush we want to see. Get that continuation down. I'm looking for a big move, so we're 100, I'm about 130 points, so 100 points. You see the personal right now. We're gonna break through this. We can get some acceleration down through here. Might take it off at just before the whole number. Taking 2 off on my personal. I'll let the rest run. See here, I just took 2 off. Currently up $1,450 on the personal. I've been waiting for a big move like this. another one off on my personal. I'm gonna stop to break even. I think we could really run. NASDAQ turns down. A little bit of a bounce. Still got the we got one on for personal account. Currently up $1,400. I'm gonna let this one run. Stops at break even on this one contract, so we were short 4 contracts. But I'm banking on some big dumpage. So I don't know. We'll see. Stops at break even on all the accounts, so it's a free trade. So yeah, I mean, I'm in the same position on my personal account. It's hard to show it all. I'm short 326 on my personal. And this my funded future funded account is short 327. I think NASDAQ wants to continue to run. That was a good long trigger right there. It's running without us now. Let's see if it runs up to the 760s. I bet it will. So on the personal account, the most I could, the most I'm gonna make is no, let's see. So no matter what, I'm gonna make 1,000 today. 900 something, 980. But we're up 1,400 right now, and hopefully we get a nice runner. 200, 250 points would be nice. Very tempting to take profit on the personal, but it's only because you're looking at the bigger numbers. And buyers are really stepping in. Stopped out. That sucks. So made 990 on the personal account. You see we shorted 4 at 44 326. Took 2 off at 259. Took another one off at 249. And then I got stopped out on this one contract for loss of 10 points on that last contract. But yeah, that's quite the bullish candle that we just came back and
I drink too much. I tell myself that I can't stop. We could see clearly now. 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 We could see clearly
I really think that NASDAQ could go into the 760s, but I feel like I'm chasing it. This was the move here. Missed it. We were in that Dow trade. Could try to get in here. Small. If we pull back to here. Back to the 700. I mean, this is quite the run here, so it's hard to chase. Our original stop on MYM was up here, so we ended up getting stopped out for break even. Which is unfortunate. NASDAQ is so strong. ES is strong. Starting to pull back now though. Generally, I don't move my stop to break even on this trade, so Tempted to go short again on Dow, but I think the Nasdaq starts to fall, and Dow could really start to fall. Starting to look like a short, but I have a feeling Bear's gonna get trapped in this mess. I don't know. I mean, we're pretty parabolic straight up, so there's no sense of trying to fight the trend. I mean, I don't know how many times I've been burned in the last week or so trying to pick a top. I want to short this, but I want to put my stop here, and that's 100 points. If we can get back up into here, I might take a stab short, but it might run without us. Or this could be a V bottom. But Dow doesn't put in V bottoms like the Nasdaq does. So testing that 700 level now. I'm gonna try a short. What the heck? Damn it. Oh, I got lucky. Alright, now I'm short. Just gonna look to see if we take out this just short 2 micros on these funded accounts. See if we can get a flush down to 680s. This could be a trap. If we run the highs, then I'll be out. think we could get back down into the 60s. I might add to it. Yes, it's starting to pull back. Okay, stops above the highs. Risking 134 bucks. It's really holding up. Doesn't want to give up this 700 level. But I think if we start to slip, we could really come crashing. Stops in place. We've accepted the risk, so.
Standing in a glass bowl at the end of a black hole, cold, lost and upside down. Faces swirling past me, all my memories rolling vastly, cold, lost beneath the ground. Altered by my own hand, I allow my feelings to become sin. If you're gonna cut me down, better do it quickly now. You can cut me down, but I won't stay for long. I'll grow back again. Oh yeah, my roots are strong.
I'm going to short YM, or MYM.
Roots are strong. This is not forever. Folks changing like the weather. Cold, weird, and
So currently short NASDAQ and currently short
toxic people being severed. Like
Dow.
leaves falling in September. Cold,
some to the Dow. Risking $100. Risking $110.50. Okay, Nasdaq's really coming down now. I think we can get down below this area here into this gap. Adding to the Nasdaq. Just 1 micro each count. Come on, Nasdaq. Stress-free micro trading. See, it's going against us. We added, but not too bad. Risking probably $300 total on this trade with Dow and Nasdaq. I still think we can get down into the 60s, but maybe not. Maybe this just turns into a trend day. Thank you.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, life destroyed.
Nasdaq's so strong. Well, that Nasdaq ad did not work out. The Dow trade's working out, but Nasdaq's just refuses to come down, so looks like we're probably gonna get stopped out. So strong. The Dow is looking very weak. That is not a good candle for us, for the bears. So nice trading micros. I wonder if I should just cut this Nasdaq trade. It really feels like we're going to take out the highs. That's a pretty bullish candle. Yeah, I'm cutting it. I'm going to focus on the Dow trade. I feel like Nasdaq's holding up the Dow. Is anyone out there lurking that's in a trade or? Let's see if we can get this flush on the Dow here. Not looking too hot right this moment. Expecting more of a move. Nasdaq looks like it's going to take out the highs again. It's kind of interesting. But it kind of looks like it's just consolidating. I'm going to run the highs. Keep pushing higher. I think if we can get Nasdaq to come down, then Dow should fall. It's much weaker. Nasdaq's just so strong right now. So if you're just tuning in, we made $186 on the Take Profit Pro account. So I'm currently over the payout threshold, 2,000. So I could take daily payouts on this account. We took a nice short on the personal account with the Dow this morning, up $990. At one point we were up $1,450, and I tried to let it run, and it came back and took us out. So and right now we're working on these My Funded Futures funded starter accounts. So and right now they're not looking too hot. But we're trading micros, stress-free micros. So this trade's not looking so hot at the moment. We had some good momentum earlier, but now it's not looking so good.
This is the future.
Should have stuck with the Nasdaq trade and never took out the high yet. It would be, it's right back at our entry. It's really hard to short this. I mean, I still think we get back down into the 60s, but I mean, how many times do I go to the well and try to short this? New 15-minute about ready to open up. I'm really consolidating here.
This is the future. Human error. Evolution.
All-time highs can be tricky.
This
That's for
is
sure.
the future.
We took a nice long earlier in the take profit account. A good 50 points, I think, on a long here. So I've been back testing, or forward testing actually, this just a continuation of the first candle, first 5-minute candle. And as you can see here, we once we broke this candle, we ran up. Right now, over just over 120 points. The problem is, what I'm finding in the forward testing is that your stop has to be really wide, because ideally you want to place your stop below the candle or above if you're going short. But it's actually quite interesting. Sometimes the simplest things just work. Alright, let's go back to our trade here. Just hanging out at the entry. Is anyone else trading this, or does anyone have a position on? NASDAQ just refuses to quit. Do we have any other news coming out? $10-year bond auction, 1 o'clock, and that's it, pretty much. Tomorrow we have PPI and unemployment, 8:30. Any lurkers out there trading? Nasdaq, I don't really want to short it, and I don't really want to long it. Momentum seems to be dead, but I don't want to short all-time highs like this. We could just keep consolidating, grinding higher, consolidating, grinding higher. This could turn into a trend day. When we start to see momentum down, we could hop into a short, but be kind of based on a feel thing. And right now, I mean, you could take a stab, or we just try to take a stab short and stop above the high and feels heavy. Probably get trapped here. We'll see. I'm short. See if we can make a run to the 60s. Just 2 micros. Stops at break even. Come on, just break down below there. Come on. It's gonna be one of those days where every single pullback gets bought up, but we'll see. That's a nice strong move. Get down below the 80s, and I think we can get into the 60s. And there goes the 80s. 30 seconds left on this candle. See if we can get the flush down below 70 here. Take it off. We got a little bit back on that. I'm just trading micros. Well, 15 points. Now if we can get the Dow to start flushing. The NASDAQ coming down. ES is coming down. It's bouncing off the VWAP right now in the 30-minute. And yeah, I think NASDAQ can get down in here. I might just do 2. Or just 1. I really don't want to jump back in though. No, I'm just gonna focus on the Dow. Alright, Dow's finally coming down now. NASDAQ's doing what we thought. It's testing that 70 level. I figured once it got below the 80s here, it's going to really get down into the 60s. Probably should have held on to our short, but I want to focus on the Dow trade. Kind of got a little bit of a bear flag pattern going on. So let's see if we can get some continuation down. I really think that NASDAQ's going to have to give it up for the Dow to go. They don't move hand in hand generally, but if the overall market's weak, then they will. NASDAQ's just so strong. I feel like it's holding up the whole market. And ES is not even close to being as strong as the NASDAQ is today. So if anyone's just tuning in, currently up $186 on the Take Profit Pro account. We caught a nice long this morning off the open. This account is a daily withdrawal, so which is nice. We are down on the My Punted Future starter accounts, and I'm currently up $990 on my personal account with a YM short this morning. We took it break of the 945 candle. We took it down into here. 4 contracts. And we were up $1,450 in the personal account, but I left a runner on and put my stop at break even, and it came back and hit it. So $990. Not a bad day's pay. Well, 15 seconds before 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock, my time.
Karma's got a thing for me. We hold hands, make plans, keep the receipts. Karma, she's my best friend. One step closer, here's how it ends. Karma's got a thing for me. You see, you be digging up 6 feet. Karma's never let me down. My smile will cue.
NASDAQ just really consolidating. This is kind of messy.
It's okay to hurt your voice screaming in my face. I know you got a bark when you got cut right. Tell me what's that like? What's that like? Being that insecure, acting up, immature. Had enough. I'm so bored.
I think we're starting to get that flush on Dow now. You see we put in a bit of a bear flag in the 5 minute. Now we just broke below. See? I don't even charge for that. See if we can get down and test these lows. NASDAQ's just still holding up. ES is just hanging out at the VWAP. Anyone else out there trading? If we can break these lows here at 220, I really think we can get down into the 180s. Let's take a look at the 30 minute. As you can see, the Dow has been much weaker than the NASDAQ. So, if you can get the NASDAQ to start to move, I think the Dow could really start to flush. That's a 30-minute chart. Trading Dow can be kind of boring. It doesn't move like the NASDAQ. It's not as exciting, that's for sure. But I'm gonna let this Dow trade play out. A nice little scalp here for 15 points. That was a nice trade. This was not a nice trade. We went short here, looking to get down into the 60s, added on momentum, and immediately came against me, and I stopped myself out. up here. So these are my funded future starter accounts. They're funded. Taking it easy today for the most part. We traded pretty heavy on the personal. I was in 4 YM contracts on the personal, but we made $990 in the. You see here, so that's a good day's pay on that. And I'm gonna look at maybe taking out some money on the pro account just because I've never done it. And if I get a payout on this pro account today, that'll be my very first take profit pro account payout. It's one of the only major prop firms I've never got a payout. So even if I take a small one, it's something. But we'll see. As you see, I'm over the profit buffer of 2,000, so overall it was a pretty good day. My personal I'm not going to touch anymore. $900, $990 is good for me. Although if we stuck to my strategy this morning, we would still be in this trade, this Dow trade. Anyone else trading out there? I see I got 6 people watching. It's kind of boring. I'm not really kind of letting this trade play out. And Dow's been very weak over the last few days. So kind of hoping that it just keeps falling. I really would like to see it get down into the 200 level. NASDAQ looks like it wants to take out the highs again. This is choppy for me. I don't really know what to do. We're at all-time highs. Very high up to go long. We caught the long this morning. So now it's just chopping around for lunchtime. I really don't want to fade this. So I'm not going to do anything with NASDAQ right now. Just going to focus on my Dow trade. Currently only short 3 MYM contracts on the Dow. CPI today, so took it easy on the funded accounts, on the funded prop accounts, and I've only been trading micros. So is anyone else trading out there? Or are you green? Are you red?
Let's get money, motherfucker, get money.
So this is turning into a pretty nice trade. We're currently about break even on the account for the day. Well, we took a loss earlier. I'm gonna let it run. I mean, the idea is to make money, not to break even, so. I'd be curious if we get down below this wick. Prelim, break even. I hate all-time highs trading on that NQ, yes. Yeah, it's very tricky, for sure. This is why I'm kind of out. I'm not really focusing on the NASDAQ. See, like, I started to get short biased here and got burned once. Took a nice 15-point trade here. This morning we took a long off the open for about 50 points on the take profit account, but besides that, it's like, I don't know, it's like it's too high to go long in my opinion, and I hate shorting all-time highs, so yeah, it's very difficult. So I'm just focusing on this Dow trade right now. Do you trade prop firms? Prelim? Probably not saying your name right, but who are you with? Are you with Top Step or which company? My Funded Futures, yeah. Yeah, they're one of my favorites, for sure. You have starter accounts, or which accounts do you have? Yeah, My Funded Futures pays super quick. Everyone talks about how good Take Profit Trader is, which they are really fast at paying out, but My Funded Futures pays out very quickly. Oh, Blue Sky, yeah. I was actually just looking into them. I noticed they have a 50% off going on right now. And I see that Kellyanne highly recommends them. But currently I just have Top Step, My Funded Futures, Take Profit Trader, and Fuel Knox. Those are mine right now. Top Step, I just got combines going on. The 50K My Funded Futures starter accounts are my favorite. They're kind of my bread and butter. That's what these are right now. These are funded accounts. Much easy they're pretty easy to get the payout. These ones I'm going to try not to turn and burn them. So oh, Blue Sky has a consistency rule for, yeah. Yeah, that's a pain in the butt. That's what I don't like about the Take Profit Trader. Those evaluations are difficult. You have to trade them for 5 days, but I mean, you can flip them for 3 days. But yeah, my funded futures yesterday, or 2 days ago, I mean, I passed these three in one trade. That 1 day pass is nice, but it does create bad habits. So Nasdaq's above the initial balance high now. It's making new highs. See, a lot of people, they brag about trading all-time highs and how it's easy for them, but it's really not. It's kind of difficult. Dow trade is not looking so good now. Our stop is way up here. We're risking $110.50 on this trade, so I'm looking to possibly hold this the rest of the day if we can get that continuation down. This is a nice scalp right here, a little bear flag pattern. $60 points. Some people charge $299 for a course to show you that. So but yeah, we're pretty much just taking it easy on these prop accounts today. I mean, trading micros. Been pretty stress-free. Stress-free after I got out of my personal account. I was in heavy on that. And we were trading $20 a point on the YM, which is a lot. But it worked out. Nice $990 on the personal. But right now we are taking heat on the My Funded Future starter accounts. But I appreciate everyone stopping in, hanging out. Market's just kind of grinding higher for the Nasdaq. I'm really looking for a big move on the MYM. But it's kind of like one of those things where everyone kind of made their money probably already. And now they're just kind of chopping around. I mean, this is still pretty big moves. Yeah, we definitely need a pullback. I think so. We peaked above the initial balance high now, and it looks like we're rejecting back down lower. Still hard to go short, but you could make a case to take a scalp short if this 5-minute bar closes below the initial balance high. And we could try it, but you're definitely counter trending, so it's one of those things where you see money, you take money, so but this is not a very strong move. It looks like we're gonna close right at the line here, so for initial balance play, you would really want to look, if you're looking for a rejection. So we're closed above, I think technically. Yeah. We'd want to see a strong close below. So peek up above. And a strong close below to get a flush back down into the range. Looks like MYM's moving against us now. Okay, like I said, we're risking $110 on this trade, so I'm watching NASDAQ, still just chopping around that initial balance high. It's kind of what it was doing a few days ago too. It would just chop around the top of this range. If we get this continuation upwards, I mean, I don't see why we don't take out 60s for the next stop and then continue higher, possibly to 21,800. So yeah, we'll see if we can hold on to this MYM trade. I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. All right, so Dow's not doing much. Nasdaq's continuing the grind higher. I mean, it's almost one of those point, click, and pray days. Just go long. That's what it seems to be doing. I wouldn't mind trying to get a scalp in on the Nasdaq. As like we're pushing those 50s. Looks like we're gonna run to the 60s. Nasdaq's holding up the whole market. ES is pushing now. ES and Nasdaq continue to push. It's probably not going to end well for the Dow trade. We try for a test of the initial balance high. A little scary. Try it small. Just 2 micros. Really think we could push the 60s. If we stop at break even, we took literally no drawdown on that trade. Been nice to have done it with a mini, but struggling now. I'm gonna take it off. I'm strong, 10 points. So that was just initial balance high test. I mean, we're in a strong uptrend. Came back, started to test this initial balance high, and went long. Pretty simple trade. It's I think we could take out the 60s, but let's take the 10 points there. Doing a nice $200 trade with a mini. Little base hit. But we are still in this Dow trade. Still underwater on this account a little bit. Not bad though, $50 currently, and we're risking 110 on this Dow trade. I'm really looking forward. I'm looking forward to make a big move down. So I like trading micros when you have multiple positions on, because there's the 60s, almost the 60s. Doesn't want to quite hit it. There's a 60. Yeah, like I was saying, that's what I like about trading micros when you have multiple positions on. Is that, you can still especially on these smaller accounts, you can still make little trades, little scalps here and there with different indices. I'm trying to let this trade play out, but it looks like NASDAQ just don't want to quit, and ES is pushing higher as well, which I think is holding up the Dow. Yeah, I'm really trading small size today. I generally trade minis, but with CPI, and I haven't been trading too well, especially on stream. It's just brought a whole nother level of stress trying to trade on stream. I can't really explain it unless you've done it. So I decided today that I was going to size down to micros for the most part.
It's all about humanity.
It says I got 8 people watching. That's pretty awesome. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Prelim, I do micros too. Yeah, smart.
It's all about humanity.
Really is smart. I do like to trade aggressively at times, but lately I haven't been. Very nice. Yeah, let that puppy run. I mean, there's no sense of, if it was me, I'd like to trail my stop, but yeah, nice trade so far. How long have you been trading prelim?
It's all about humanity.
10 months, yeah. Yeah, you're still new. You trading full time?
It's all about humanity.
So I've been trading futures since 2021. It's about 3.5 years or so. And then before that, when I was working full time for the post office, I would do a lot of swing trading stocks, and I would have alerts on my phone. Oh, sorry to hear that. Lost your job. Yeah, so I didn't receive a payout. I don't want to discourage anyone, but I didn't receive a payout until last February. It was my very first payout. So it took me a good 3.5 or so years to get a payout. And since I've started trading in 2021, I started doing a lot of DoorDash deliveries. Oh, cool. Yeah, so I was, like, last year I was doing DoorDash and Uber Eats and all that stuff. And I also was a carpenter. And, yeah, I was fixing up a house and things like that last year. Now, this is all I do. I got about a little over 60,000 in payouts this year, and I trade my personal account as well. So this is my main source of income. Well, I appreciate you hanging in there, Prelim. You still in this trade? It's like Dow's gonna move against us. Or is moving against us. Holding till 777. I like it. I don't see why not. I mean, you never know. I mean, we could touch 22,000 today. It's NASDAQ. Does what it wants. Nice 3% move. But yeah, definitely next stop 780s. I really wish that Trade of 8 would allow the ATM bracket orders to work when you're copy trading. It's ridiculous that they don't, especially nowadays. I mean, I've been saying this for years with them, yet they still haven't worked that out. Yeah, starting to lose some momentum. Came up and hit 69. See what ES is doing. Definitely no reason to short here though. Not yet. I wouldn't short until we got below initial balance high anyway. So prelim, you got in similar to where I did. You're up good, almost 30 points. That's a nice trade. $747. Yeah, that's a nice trade. Looks like it wants to break that 70, but it's hard to tell where we're gonna go. I mean, all-time highs is difficult. I mean, there's nothing to go off from. This is why people struggle. Yeah, it's definitely coming down now. We'll see if we can look below these 5-minute bars here and then go higher. See if we can get some more buyers down in here. Almost stopped out on the MYM trade. Close. Looks like buyers are stepping back in. Definitely try to trap some bears here, so see if we can push to that 80 level. Nope. Looks like we're rejecting. I'm just sitting on my hands with the Nasdaq right now. Oh, so it looks like we got stopped out on MYM. Yeah, stopped out. So yeah, it was working. I was looking for a much bigger move down. So yeah. So down $169 on these accounts. These are my funded future starter accounts. We are up $186 on the Take Profit Pro account. And up $990 on the personal account. For those just tuning in. So now we're just continuing to grind higher. We got Prelim in the chat. He's long from 747. Had a nice 30-point move. I don't know if he's still in it, but He's going for the jetliners, 747s and the 777s, and he's not going anywhere. He's staying long. Can't blame him. Or her. But yeah, I mean, we're just continuing to grind higher. It's nothing for me right now. Looks like the CL played out. Let's see. CL was a winner, and I did not trade it. It's something I'm forward testing. So it's the first inside bar of the between 10 a.m. Eastern time and 11 Eastern time. And it's basically a break of the first inside bar. And I'm forward testing it right now. It's something I learned from another YouTuber, Trader Rob. And he's got a lot of back tests data on it, and it seems to be paying. Right now I just kind of been forward testing it myself before I start trading it live. Yeah, Rob trades. I'm pretty sure it's Rob trades. This guy here, Trader Rob. So he trades a lot of mechanical strategies, which I like. Yeah. So yeah, I kind of just. The funny thing was is that I do a lot of mechanical trades myself, and then I found his channel, and I'm like, oh, this guy does similar stuff to me as me, so I checked out. So lately I've been checking out his oil trades. The gold trade that he does, I don't care for as much because you have to move it when you earn 70% in profit and all this stuff. But the gold trade's very much a set it and forget it. So, kind of interested in it. I mean, a lot of my trading is discretionary, but I do have a lot of mechanical trades. So it was interesting to find his channel. The thing about mechanical trading is that you have to endure a lot of losing days. But over time, they are profitable. And the other issue is that if you don't trade small enough on a prop account with the trailing drawdowns, you're going to get, I mean, you could have, on a mechanical trade, you could go days of losing. But then over time, you know, you're still going to be profitable over the course of a year or months. So you have to endure those losing streaks, which is not easy. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. See if I can put the link in the chat for anyone else wants to check Trader Rob out. So yeah, if anyone wants to check out that oil strategy, you can just check out his channel. He also has a Discord too. I mean, he seems like a good guy. But yeah, if you check out the Discord for Rob Trades and go to the oil section, you can see that over this course of the year, I mean, he's gotten... I'll just pull it up real quick. Since we're just watching the NQ just grind higher. And we just got stopped out. Oh yeah, so yeah, my YM strategy. So that's what I traded today. I actually traded that YM strategy today. I'll put the link to my YM strategy. So that's the link to my YM strategy. I actually traded that today. I traded it on my funded account, or my personal account as well. So we had 8:30 news this morning, obviously, with the CPI. And we ended up going short here at 9:45, break of this candle. And we got a nice flush down. Let's see what it paid today. So I didn't go as far as I was hoping. So I went approximately 123 points. Approximately, if you hit it just correct. But with the YM strategy, like I said, I give credit to Tom Hugard for that, Trader Tom. But I've been back testing it and forward testing it for so long now that I've come up with my own version of it. So that's why I usually only trade it on 8:30 news days when there's no 10 o'clock news. And then I really try to go for a profit target of over 100 points, usually between 100 and 150 points. And that's what we traded today. And with the My Funded Futures accounts, I really let them run. With my personal account, I was up $1,450 at one point. I took off 3 contracts, somewhere around 100 points or so, and then I tried to let the last one run, and it came back and took me out at the break-even point. So prelim, you still in this trade? It's toying with you if you are. Yeah, out. It was still a nice trade. That's for sure. Well, market's really not doing too much now. It's kind of grinding higher. Um, for those that have not been here, I think I'm going to wrap it up here pretty soon. For those that weren't here and just tuning in, I'll just do a quick status on the accounts. So down $169 on the My Funded Future Starter accounts. Funded accounts. Take Profit Pro account is up 186. And the personal account is up $990 on the personal account. It's a good day on that. Oh yeah, so I was gonna talk about, I totally lost my train of thought. I was gonna talk about Trader Rob's performance with that oil strategy that I linked in the chat. So I've been trying to trade the oil session 2, so you see in February lost 19 ticks, 291, March lost 44 on that, 192 in May, 75 ticks, 19 ticks, lost 199 in August, a little rough month. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one, sorry. He went from oil session 2 to oil session 1, so I'm only trading oil session 2. Oil session 2, 134, negative 28 to July, 166 ticks, 77 ticks in August, negative 36, 164 in October, 82, well that's week 1, week 2, 118, so total for November, 197 ticks. So if you're just trading one E-mini contract, so one CL contract, you know, you're looking at $1,970 for the month of November, $1,180 for the $1,640 for October, and then so on. So yeah, it's a pretty good strategy. I mean, heck, if you, I mean, that's a pretty good track record for the year. I mean, it's nothing exciting, but I mean, it kind of beats putting money into a 401k or something. So yeah, it looks like YM came up, took us out only by like 10, 15 points, and now is retracing back. NASDAQ is just hovering above initial bounce high. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. I might try to trade this a little bit later, but these are fairly new accounts. We made about 300 yesterday. We're down half that today, which is fine. manageable. Might take a payout later on the take profit, just because I've never taken a take profit payout. We'll see. I don't know what the process is, so I'm gonna check that out. Even if I just take out a little bit, I don't know how it works, so I'm gonna research that later. But yeah, I appreciate everyone stopping in. Hopefully I do some more of this live stuff and we get some more participation in the chat. It makes it a little bit easier to interact and stuff instead of just talking to myself. Appreciate Prelim for chatting, and I will check you guys out later. Alright, I'll see you guys later.